Hi, this is Curious Cat with a Scrolls Judgment video. Today I'm going to be drafting a Judgment deck, and
Me.
I have a special guest here, Ruby Wizard.
That's me.
Alright, Ruby Wizard's going to help me pick a Judgment deck, so let's get to it.
I'm probably gonna actually make you worse, but.
What do you think, Ruby Wizard? What do you think about this initial pick here, this initial screen?
Well.
I'm seeing,
Truthfully, because I truthfully like growth. Don't ask me why. It's just my favorite. I want to grow with growth. Could be the fact that, it's easy picking, so you could just go like,
Yeah, I can pick a Earthen Mirth here,
Yeah, that's
which is a powerful card. Source of
Yeah,
the Pox is a great cantrip card
And then you go down.
that draws you a free card, and then I really like the Earthborn Keeper because it attacks every turn, and it has an unpredictable attack value, which keeps your opponents guessing. In energy,
that seems.
yeah.
So that seems like there's first three cards already. However, then again, there is like the other cards.
Yeah, let's look at the other cards here. We've got energy.
You see, the only other one that goes down to the first three cards is decay. Because there's three growth cards right there and one decay. However, I might go with decay because, you get more likely to draft more decay because, there's so much growth on these first three rows. I don't know, just my thoughts, but...
Yeah, well, that's an interesting way of looking at it. There are three growth cards. Cursed Presence is a pretty good growth card. Curse
decay.
Decay card. There's three decay cards. Cursed Presence pretty good. Revenant's not that great, but has its purpose in decay because you can use the death effects for other things like buffing up your Rot Eaters or counting down your Harvesters. And I really like Aegir Scryer because it also attacks every turn. And it has some weird combo potentials with his special ability that if its countdown is 2 or more at the end of its turn, you draw 1 scroll. So if you play a Fungify on it, you get a scroll every other turn. Every third turn, I guess.
You see, I'm already thinking that maybe we should make it like half decay and half growth, but since I'm like totally new... Hey, actually, believe it or not, well, I bet you do, but it's like all 4 different types of scrolls, at like the very top.
Yeah.
Creatures, enchantments, spells, and
Right, we got all 4 factions and all 4 types. Structure, creature, spell, and enchantment. That's pretty interesting.
That is very interesting. Now, I'm also thinking of oh wait, no, I already said that. Anyway,
so the other option here is energy, which there's a strong creature, solid, what I call a solid creature on the top row, and it's always good to start out with a creature. And a very powerful structure, the Charge Coil, which really I think you get a lot of value out of Charge Coil. For some reason it's hard for opponents to deal with them, especially if you get multiple Charge Coils going. It can really lock down the board. Cuddle of Goo I'm not a big fan of. But then, as you pointed out before, there's no energy down here. And this Lone Desert Memorial is the only order scroll on the whole screen right now.
Well, I can believe that.
It's a cross-ramp scroll, so
yeah,
it would require us to go order and energy. Yeah.
I think that we should have, like, a certain deck with the splash of something else.
Yes. So if we splashed, Cursed Presence is an easier card to splash because it's 2 costs. It's the only splashable, what I would consider a splashable card up here at the top row. Earthen Mirth is 4 costs, so it sort of assumes we're going to go growth if we pull that card.
Now, what I think I kind of want? I kind of want a growth deck with a splash of decay. How does that sound?
Yeah, that always sounds good.
Or maybe it's the other way around where, well, yeah,
I think that if we go with the Earthen Mirth and the Earthborn Keeper, that's a pretty good combo right there because he attacks every turn.
Yeah,
and you could have +4 attack.
I'm just realizing
and with his
how
ability, it could be
is.
5, 6, 7 attack. And take out idols really quickly.
I'm just realizing how deadly that is, and
yeah, I think I really like Earth and Mirth. Even though this is more the Cursed Presence a little bit more splashable, I like the 3 growth cards we got, so let's pull that. Okay, we got another good growth card down here with the Binding Root.
No, you gotta be, so, I know that we've already, suggested that we should get the,
Earthborn Keeper,
yeah. Earthborn Keeper. But you gotta remember that there are 2 other scrolls other than the Earthborn Keeper.
So there's 3 other scrolls, but there's 2 other growth scrolls, and I don't like Outcast Rebel. It's kind of a tough to pick this guy with 3 countdown over this guy who attacks every single turn. So I'm not a big fan of Outcast Rebel. And then Frostgale is a useful scroll sometimes, although it does 1 damage to all units on both sides. So it's often hard to play with when you're doing growth because you don't have a lot of health on your creatures typically. Like this Sister of the Fox, if I play that, then the Frostgale will kill it.
Yeah, good point. But, I just want to make sure you're not looking over any cards, because, you could get this really good card and not even see it, and then you realize it when it's too late.
Yeah, so we got Cannon Automaton, which is a good solid energy creature down here.
Yeah, but, we haven't actually splashed anything on yet. We know that it's going to be a growth deck because it's going to be
looking pretty strong growth so far.
Yeah. Well, how about we just make the decision up there and see what we draw next?
Ooh, a Striped Fangbear. That's a really good growth card. This is going well. I think we should just stick with growth at this point.
Yeah.
Take the Binding Root.
Ooh, Champion Ring.
I'm a big fan of Champion Ring, which can combo with either the Earthborn Keeper here or the bear, because he's relentless. Every piece of damage goes right through. Oh, Rat King. Wow, a rare card that is really powerful. Yeah. And a Nog, good solid growth creature.
Okay, how about...
Junkyard is not a heck of a great card. We did with the Rat King. So it combos with the Rat King, so I think let's go with it. And Somata Shift is a decent card.
Now, could we just stay here and look at what our future choices are?
Okay, so we've run out of growth now. Now it's time to think about splashing. And in the next row, we've got some really good splash cards.
It looks like, the only splash we could actually go straight forward with right now is Decay. Because, there's like 3 Decay, 3 Decay. And like I said, I kind of predicted this was going to happen at the very start when I said that, we could have gone with Decay because there weren't that very many and that there was going to be a ton later on. And what can I say? I'm right. You see, that's like 6. Yeah, 6
You called
scrolls.
it. You
6
called
out
it.
of
There's
what?
the 6 scrolls
12?
out of 8.
No, 12, actually.
Oh, well, 6 out of 12 if you count these top ones.
Yeah.
But if you count the next 2 rows, it's 6 out of 8.
Which is 3/4. Or if you count the top one, it's
So I'm going to take this Somata Shift because these don't look very good.
And, you're still sticking with growth.
I'm trying to stick with growth. I think if it goes as well as the first 10 picks went, which was all solid growth cards, we're definitely going mono growth and we won't even have to splash anything. But usually that doesn't work out that way. Things start out good and then they go a little bit south. I like to say south. And
south isn't really that bad.
Yeah, well, it's just you start to get no growth. Like now.
Yeah,
There's not a single growth card on the screen right now.
And only 1 energy card, too.
And only 1 energy card.
So if you thought that 1 order card was crazy, then no growth.
So here's a tough choice now. We've got a really good 1-cost Aging Knight order card, which is a great
I think we
scroll because it starts with 1 attack. Its ability slows it down, but it gets to attack the very next turn that you play it, which is great. And it's a 2/2, which is the same stats as the Ripper. The Ripper doesn't start with a 1 attack, but I think the Aging Knight is slightly better than the Ripper.
Ooh, wait a minute.
Because you don't need him to really, after you get your 1-2 attacks out of him, a 1-cost creature is pretty much you've gotten your value if you can get him to attack twice.
But here's the thing. You have to also look at the mangy rat, which can pile up with the junkyard. Am I right?
That's true.
And it's also another 1-cost creature. However, its attack and health isn't very good,
but it does have the poison ability. When it attacks something, that creature will get poisoned. So even though it only has 1 attack, it's kind of an infinite damage because poison lasts forever now.
Oh, wow.
There's also Fungify, but I'm not really thinking that we want to pull that. I think either Aging Knight or Ripper would be good, both good solid choices. But what we have interesting down here is a Focus. Focus could come in really handy on that Striped Fang Bear, or just in general, Focus is really good for catching your opponents off guard.
But the problem is, there's no order on that row right there, so, are we just gonna, like, scrap that row, or?
Well, there's usually at least a few rows. You got 15 rows that you can scrap, and there's usually a few rows that you just never can get a card that you want in either of the 2 factions that you're going for. Shroud of Unlife is a good growth card.
But, I'm thinking we should...
Husk is pretty not so good. I mean, it's not great. Decay card, Shroud of Unlife. Did I say growth again? I think it's...
You might have.
It's something. It's better than nothing, I guess. It can be good for putting it on a blocker creature up front, and then they have to kill 2 creatures before they can get to your creature behind them.
Now, here's the thing.
Okay, we're making a video now.
I don't see why you like Shroud of Unlife, but you don't like Illthorns. Like, especially...
I don't actually like Shroud of Unlife, but Illthorns, you can't even move the Illthorn after... You're talking about Illthorn Seeds?
Yeah, Illthorn Seeds. It's like, you can move the creature, and... Plus, it's spiky.
Right, but you can't move it.
Good point. But still.
So, I don't know. I'm sort of leaning towards the Aging Knight here.
Yeah, I think maybe we should go Aging Knight. Because,
and then I'm going to go with the Shroud of Unlife, and I'm going to take the Focus.
And, ooh, Kinfolk Veteran.
Oh, Kinfolk Veteran.
Yeah, nice.
Martin, no, we're making a video.
Sister of the Owl? I don't know about that one.
Sister of the Owl is a good growth card. Let's take
that. So I like, Vengeful Vader, because he, Pillage.
Yeah, he's got increased growth by 1 every time he hits an idol. It's a very powerful card.
Oh.
Helps you ramp up your growth really quickly.
I was thinking of a different, thing, where whenever it's in play, it'll give you, like, 1+1 growth. But,
yeah, that's the other Vetter, the Vetter of the Wild.
Yeah.
So here we don't have anything that we can really,
so I guess we just have to
get to. I mean...
Ooh, now I just want to point out
I think the Conduit's worth more in market, and more likely we're going to get to 4 decay than 6. Although if we had pulled in Clips, we could take out the Witch Doctor.
But we're not really... Yeah, but we're not really going for, like, that.
Let's see, how many creatures do we have here? 7 creatures in growth, 17. We're doing okay. We're doing pretty good. We're ahead of schedule. We could afford to take a spell here, or an enchantment.
So here's the thing. There's Crimson Bull and Kingfolk Ledger, and then there's this. What's this one?
The Unleash Inner Power.
Oh, wow.
Unleash Inner Power is a rare that increases an attack. You don't see this very much in Constructed, but it's pretty powerful in Judgment. If you play it on like a Kinfolk Brave, then all of a sudden it becomes a 4-attack Kinfolk Brave.
Now, I kind of like the Crimson Bull because of what it does, but...
The Crimson Bull would combo well with our Rat King. And just growth in general, it tends to be a pretty powerful card. Yeah. Unleash Inner Power is good if we had a lot of 1-cost countdown cards, or I don't know. It can be good on things. Like we didn't pull any healing. I usually don't like healing, but it combos well with healing. Or actually, I don't know if you can heal it after it sets. It just says its health is set to 2. I'm not sure if that counts as damage. But I think let's take the Crimson Bowl.
Yeah.
We can afford a spell. Hopefully we don't regret this later on.
Yeah.
And where are we now? Are we going to go with Order with a Skirmisher?
I think
or
we should
Decay
go
with a Harvester? Harvester combos really well with Growth and the Rat King, and having a lot of creatures and having them maybe die a lot.
Now here's the problem. Now that they burst up... Ooh, wait. Look at that down there. It's the
Jarl.
Yeah,
the Jarl Urhald. Now we're talking.
Yeah, that's...
Oh, baby.
Yeah.
Oh, baby. Game over. Game over. If we can get this puppy down, we're in good shape. Although, in my last game, the guy had a Jarl Urhald, and he got it to a hidden idol, and it was attack next turn, but I just put a bunch of structures in the way, and I don't know, he didn't have anything to protect it. He didn't do a very good job of protecting it. Usually this guy is really hard to kill.
Yeah, and it does have a 2 countdown and 6 attack, which, then again...
And it's relentless, and it has inspiring, so when it comes on the board, all of the creatures next to it get +2 attack.
Not to mention its pillage, which is kind of cool. I mean, crazy.
Yeah,
but,
if it hits an idol,
and also
it gets
you gotta
to attack
remember
again.
that we have that Earth and Mirth up there.
Yeah. So that'll help it break through, destroy a whole row, and hit the idol, and then attack next turn.
Yeah.
So we're definitely taking that.
Yeah. Now up here...
What do you think? The Harvester or the Skirmisher? Should we go Growth or should we go Decay? We got the Focus, we got the Aging Knight, or on the other hand, on Decay, we don't have anything really. Shroud of Unlife, terrible.
Here's the thing. We've already gone through that huge Decay burst, so I'm thinking that we should go Order, because there's more chance of seeing more Order things further on. So, yeah.
Alright.
Even though Harvester is better.
Yeah, Harvester.
But we don't... I think that, I'm starting to realize how bad a triple thing would be. Because, yeah.
Alright, let's go with Skirmisher and then the Focus, and Order has a lot of Order is a great splash faction, because it's got a lot of fun cards that are 1 or 2 costs, like Focus, Blessing of Haste.
Yeah, this is another thing. You remember that Cursed Power that you got at the very first row?
Yeah.
I just passed another one.
Yeah. But, it was Jarl Urhald.
It wasn't much of a choice.
You
but
can't turn that down.
Yeah.
Totem Mask, when a structure comes into play, the enchanted unit gets +2 attack and +2 health. It's kind of a crazy high-cost enchantment. We did just pull a structure, Eternal Statue. We got the Anima Conduit, probably not going to drop that. Let's see, what do we got? Structures. Oh, we've got the Junkyard. Well, I think we'll take it, because Gallant Defender's a little bit pricey, more than we want to pay. So, here we go. Transposition or Elan Vital?
Elan Vital gives Regeneration 1, which combined with the Jarl Urhald can be just regeneration. Well, 2 if you add that structure that you just pulled recently. That would be Regeneration 2, wouldn't it? And that would be pretty good, because it'll heal itself twice. It'll gain 2 health every turn if it's been damaged. So that way it would be really hard to destroy.
Yeah, and you could put it on the Jarl Urhald with his 7 health.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, the Eternal Statue heals itself.
Oh. Never mind then. Okay.
Yeah, let's go with that. I like Transposition. You could use it on the Jarl Urhald to catch your opponent off guard and wipe out a lane he doesn't think you can reach, but I think having him heal himself is even more scary.
Oh, now there's the Vader of the Wild over there, which...
So this is another tough choice. So Fleetness on the Jarl Herald. Of course, he kind of attacks every turn anyways.
Wait,
or the Better of the Wild.
Now here's the thing. Is it decreased, like, overall, or just for that one time?
Oh, it's permanent.
Oh, well then it's not much of a decision. I think that...
You think we should go with the Fleetness?
This is a tough one, because...
Fleetness could be good in this deck.
Yeah.
Better of the Wild is a good one-drop.
Now, here's the problem. We don't have any
I'm not sure that we even need the order cards, though, because we've got all the way to 19 growth cards already, and we're not even halfway through. Well, we're just across the halfway mark on here. But we're well over halfway in growth. But you can't really count on it staying growth.
Now, the problems I have is that you could either ramp it to get the Jarl Orhold, which I think this deck is now like mace.
That's true.
Yeah,
this will help us get to the Jarl, whereas this would slow us down from getting the Fleetness would slow us down from getting the Jarl, whereas Better of the Wild will help us to get to the Jarl.
But
so maybe
Fleetness will speed up the Jarl. Won't he attack like every turn or every other turn? Because
I'm thinking we should go with
2 cooldowns.
I think we should try to go mono.
Mono. Yeah, I think so,
I think let's do
Better of the Wild is good.
We'll go that. We'll go that. We don't want to do that. Energy. Crossbowman or Underdog Spite. I guess we'll go with Underdog Spite. This is it for creatures that have... Whoops.
Not much.
Oh well, that's what we're gonna do.
Yeah.
No energy or no order or growth here. So
didn't you say at one point that Sister of the Bears were kind of good because you just got one.
Sister of the Bear are pretty strong in Judgment. A good solid 4 health, 4 attack. Nice.
Ooh, another one of those statue things.
Eternal Statue, which could help with our Totem Mask, I guess. I'm tempted to take the Kabonk, but I guess we've decided we're going to try to go mono growth.
Ooh, Ilthorn Seed.
Ilthorn Seed. Okay, here we go. Ilthorn Seed and Unleash Unempower. Okay.
It's like a second when you got it.
Rumble is really actually handy to take in growth because sometimes your opponent will have a creature that he keeps in back that just keeps hitting you, and you can't kill it because he keeps protecting it, or Witch Doctor, or Rod Eater. Rumble can mix things up and let you kill creatures that are protected. Earthbone's okay, not a big fan. I find this magic resistance actually is more annoying than I thought, but that's when I'm playing energy decks, so it's good against energy.
Here's the thing.
But Rumble's really good against a lot of things.
Rumble... Does it affect all units or just the enemy's units?
Just your enemy units.
Never mind, I didn't see the opponent thing. Okay then, yeah, that's...
So we got a Binding Root. Did we get a Binding Root already? We did get a Binding Root, and we already have an Underdog Spite. Underdog Spite, so attack 2 or less. They have their countdown decreased by 1. That's a lot of creatures that have attack 2 or less. Although they're not all creatures. Why is it showing me structures? And now I have to say rare faction growth. Yeah, that's a lot. Although the Stipe Fangbear probably doesn't count, and this doesn't count because it attacks every turn anyways, and so this doesn't count either. So really it's Sister, which barely counts because it's only got 1 attack, but I guess if you combo it with a Crimson Bill, it's kind of a... Yeah, and then we got the Rat King. So that Binding Root's good because it is sort of a way to take out if the enemy buffs up a creature really strong with a lot of enchantments on it, you just Binding Root it and then it's stuck. And
what
it's
does that mean?
all of his
enchanted unit's move isn't decreased by 1. Doesn't it mean that the enchanted unit cannot move?
It's decreased by 2.
What does that mean though?
Well, it means Yeah, it essentially means it can't move.
For like 2 turns or forever?
Forever.
Okay. Yeah, because, you know, they could just say, yeah.
It makes it really hard for them to move. So, like, if it was a storm night, and which has a move 2 normally, and you cast the binding root on it, which decreases its move by 2, then that makes his move 0, and he can't move. But then if you cast a roasted bean, he could move.
Okay. Ooh, now
but
I
on a
just
normal
saw
unit, even a roasted bean,
here.
he can't move.
Another Earth and Mirth.
Another Earth and Mirth or Berserker.
Ooh.
Or not Berserker, that's Breaker. Berserker would be really awesome, and I'd take him. Breaker, I think I'm tempted to take the Earth and Mirth.
And then there's also Blood Boil
instead.
over there.
Blood Boil, yeah, it's hard to work because your unit has to take damage but not die, and usually your opponent will kill a creature right off and not do damage. Although this could be an interesting combo with the Jarl Orhald if we put healing on him, and then the other opponent has Spiky or something. Or there's all kinds of craziness that could happen there. I'm tempted to take the Binding Root.
Yeah, I think you could go Binding Root.
Yeah, this Underdog Spite I find is hard to use, and having 2 of them, I just don't know if that's really going to be that good. There's only a few creatures. What did we decide? The two vet. Pretty much everything we have has 1 attack. I guess it could combo with the Rat King, but what do we got here? Nothing really. Let's take the Revenant. How are we doing on creatures here? We got 11 creatures. We want to get to 15. We have 28 cards, so 2 more growth cards and we will go mono. We have 10 more cards to go. We've already got 2 more growth cards here, so we
got another Earth and Mirth.
Yes, and the Sister of the Fox. I think maybe we should take the Breaker and the Earth and Mirth and not have too many Earth and Mirths.
Yeah. Okay, I'm trying to think.
And get enough creatures.
So Breaker, Earth,
what do we need? We need 4 more creatures. I guess Beast Rat doesn't really count very much, but then neither does the Sister.
I've noticed that we don't have any energy whatsoever.
I wish we had a Wetland Ranger. I think I'll take this creature, the Breaker.
You might still get one.
And then look at these cards. Oh, it's killing me. Sister of the Fox, Earth and Mirth, and Crimson Ball.
Well, you already got a Crimson Ball.
I already got a Crimson Ball, and I already got an Earth and Mirth, but having lots of Earth and Mirth is good.
Yeah, because that's like, what, +8 attack? That's 14 damage for the Jarl Orhald.
Yeah, and if I could pull a Wetland Ranger or something, I could really go to town. I don't think I need another Rumble, although the Beast Rat is... Ooh, look, another Rat King.
Another Rat King?
And another Binding
Root. And then there's
Root.
the Junkyard.
Oh, good, another Sister. So I don't have to feel bad about not pulling that Sister.
Another Rat King.
Should I take the Rumble or the
Beast Rat?
Beast Rat. I guess I'll take the Beast Rat. We got the Crimson Bowl. We got...
the Rat King,
we're going to have enough creatures. Rumble... I mean, Rumble's random. I don't know. It can be good, but in a Judgment deck, do you know really... Oh, my goodness. Look at that. Kinfolk Veteran. 2 Kinfolk Veterans. If we could get a Wetland Ranger in this deck, we're going to go...
It's not too late. There's still a chance.
There's definitely still a chance.
Still a chance. Ooh, you got one!
Yes!
You got
the
one!
Wetland Ranger that I've been hoping for. Ilthorn or Leeching Ring.
I think that Ilthorn is only good when it's from an Ilthorn seed.
Leeching Ring is definitely better than Ilthorn. Wetland Ranger.
You got so lucky, Dad.
And Shadow of the Knife. And there we go. This is a good deck, and it'll be... look at that, 37 growth scrolls.
37 out of 45.
Our problem is going to be trying to figure out what to get rid of. So we got 16 creatures. Let's get rid of the Beast Rat. Get us down to 15 creatures. Let's get rid of the eternal statues, although maybe we should keep them for our totem mask, or maybe we should get rid of the totem mask. What do we need to get rid of? 4 more. We got the Samada shift, which counts as another creature. Oh, the Ilthorn seed we can get rid of. The junkyard we can get rid of. Although, actually, with the rat, 2 rat kings, I think maybe we should keep the junkyard now. Eye of Eagle we don't need. What have we got here? Okay, we just need to get rid of 2 more cards. Maybe the totem mask? Although totem mask could really just... I got rid of all the structures, except for the junkyard. What's the problem with totem mask? Depends on having structures, and nobody wants to have structures. I don't know if I should take the totem mask. Nah, it's not going to work.
One? Oh, yeah, sorry. I completely forgot you were, like, no longer getting any scrolls.
So, just 1 more scroll to get rid of. Yeah, we got 2 healing. Probably should get rid of 1 of these healings. When you deal damage, you heal by 2, or regeneration. Every turn, heal by 1. I think that Leeching Ring is better, maybe. I don't know, actually. It's a tough one. I guess Leeching Ring is better.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I guess so.
It heals 2 every time you deal damage.
No, then.
Although
Plus with the
it only
relentless.
works on creatures, whereas this
Now
is
here's
funny.
the
It doesn't
thing.
say whether he just says regeneration, just no text at all. No.
Now here's the thing.
It's weird for an enchantment to have no text.
With the Jarl Urhold and his relentless, that can heal like.
Yeah, it could
crazy
heal a
amounts.
lot. That's what I was thinking too. Like, does that count? Like, if I kill 3 creatures and do damage to an idol, does that count as doing damage 4 times, and I can heal 8?
Yeah, you know, I mean,
That could be crazy.
even if it doesn't, it's
and
still
if I
better
put it on
than
a wetland ranger, it heals every turn and stuff.
Sister LaBelle.
Yeah, we don't really need a lot of healing. I think getting rid of that healing is good. 15 creatures, not counting the 2 rat kings, and not counting the Samada shift. So these are also like 3 additional creatures, and this is more than 1 creature. It's 3 creatures, so that's like 6, 7 more creatures.
7.
So that's like having 21 creatures, which is a lot of creatures in a judgment deck.
Now, you gotta keep in mind that last time you thought your deck was pretty bad, and
right,
you won
and I
all
won 5
games.
And this time I think my deck is OP, and I'm probably gonna go win 0 games, right?
Well, not 0, but
it can happen. It can happen, especially when you get complacent. I'm noticing here we got 2 Sisters of the Fox, but I think that's fine. They're pretty okay. I mean,
well, of course there's 2 Sisters of the Fox, because if there was only 1, then there wouldn't.
They wouldn't be sisters?
Yeah, there wouldn't be a sister. No such thing. Now, I don't
I'm just taking a picture of the deck here.
Why?
Because you can't review the deck after you save it. And for some reason, they don't make a way for you to see your judgment deck. So I just take a picture of the deck. Look at that curve. Wow, that is a really good curve. Totally flat up until 4. Yeah, that looks great. This deck, 15 creatures, 1 structure, 8 enchantments, 6 spells. These are all really good numbers with the Rat King.
I think you're good.
It's gonna be good. Crimson Bull. Maybe I should have. No, I think. Yeah. I'm wondering if I should have taken the Crimson Bull instead of the other Earthen Mirth, but I think 2 Earthen Mirths is the way to go.
Yeah.
Especially with the Wetland Ranger, the Jarl, the Fang Bear, and the Earthborn Keeper.
Yeah.
All great targets for a Earthen Mirth.
I just can't help but laugh when I just yeah, everybody's gonna get especially knowing with how good of a sports player you are. I mean, I know you're not the. Well, I guess you could be the. Triple dash. Great work.
Well, thank you, Ruby Wizard, for helping me put that deck together.
Yeah.
Your advice was very helpful. And it was always good to get a different perspective on the deck and a different perspective on drawing cards. And here's a shout out to my guild here, the Wheel and Sail Guild, the most awesome guild in all of Scrolldom. You guys should join the Wheel and Sail Guild because we're the best. And so this has been Curious Cat and Ruby Wizard, that's right. With another Scrolls Judgment video. Tune in next time where I will be wiping up the Scrolls world with my overpowered growth deck.
And I want to begin this next one too, because I want to see you mop the floors with that deck or whatever it is.
Alright, well tune in next time and keep on scrolling. Thanks for watching.